caught the attention of federal investigators. In order to avoid being arrested and sent to jail, they had to destroy the evidence and burn all the money. They have to throw it in the fire and burn it, throw it down the drain. And the worst of all was Lily. She set up the mechanism in the caravan full of money. Finally, she closes the door and pulls the wire. The mechanism in the car is instantly activated, and boom! The car full of money was instantly reduced to ashes. The money was stolen from the Federal Reserve Bank. After the evidence was destroyed, Lily and her boyfriend tried to escape in their car. But then, the police arrived in a helicopter to pick up the black girl who was burning the money and Bai's husband who was flushing money down the drain. Only Bai escaped alone with a bag of money. After a night of interrogation, Lily was prepared to take the blame for everything, but only if Blackie is acquitted, because she still had 2 children. And just then Sister Bai came with her lawyer. It turned out that she had run away to get a lawyer. When the lawyer found out what had happened, he didn't want to help, but she dumped the whole bag of money. The lawyer took over the case at once. Once the lawyer arrived, things took a turn for the worse. He was adamant that the police had no evidence that the money had been stolen from the bank, so no arrests could be made. In order to substantiate the charges against several people, the police called the bank manager. But the manager knew that the 3 women had stolen the money, but he didn't dare to admit it, because if he admitted it, he would lose his job. Think about it. 3 women stole money right under his nose, and he didn't even notice. Isn't that incompetence? Besides, if he admits it, wouldn't that be an admission? Their proud security system was flawed? So he had to grit his teeth and deny it. The police can't convict without evidence. But a tax officer said, even if the money wasn't stolen, they still had to pay a fine for not paying tax. The men were eventually released without charge, but all the money was confiscated. They were once again left penniless. 6 months later, the 3 sisters meet again. After catching up for a while, Sister Bai suddenly asked a question. Have you ever heard of the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Then she took them to a basement. It was filled with rubbish bags, but when they opened them, there was money, and the wine barrel was also full of money. It turns out that Sister Bai knows how to be a cunning rabbit, so she bought this bar a long time ago. Every time she made a profit, she would secretly take some of the money and deposit it in the bar. After all, no one knows how much they've stolen, and the money here, enough to last them the rest of their lives.